I want to make it clear, when I refer to the news, I am not just talking about mainstream media. I am talking about any source related to any current topic, whether it be local, financial, global news, this news, that news, whether the source be from internet videos, blog posts, the TV, the paper, social media, etc. In this self-experiment, I have completely stopped watching any source of news on any of these current topics for a whole entire week. And in doing so, I learned a few crazy eye-opening things. It doesn't matter your political opinion. It doesn't matter what kind of news you watch, because the points I'm about to make in this video cover everybody. But you gotta focus. The first thing I was super surprised to confirm was how addicted my attention span was to watching the news, to reading the news, to indulging in any sort of news. I know it's the night before, I'm gonna go without news for a whole week, so this might sound sick, but I'm literally sitting at the top of my staircase right now, getting in as much news as possible, just going through the phone. I'm actually going through YouTube right now because a lot of my suggested videos are news related. Meat cleaver killing. Like, jeez. Meat cleaver. I mean, it was barely even the first day when I started not watching the news for an entire week that I realized how addicted my attention span was to wanting to see what's going on in any category of the news. As stupid as this sounds, I was somewhat experiencing a news withdrawal. Alright, good morning everybody. So this is day 1 of 7 days of no news. I'm already tempted. So usually I start my mornings out with reading this short message here. My grandma-in-law gives me these books, so I read like a message a day. But after that, I usually go to my phone and guess what? Yeah, look at the news basically. Usually on like YouTube, which, you know, the algorithm sorts all these new news videos and just random things going on in the world and anything I'm interested in, but it's all really like news related. Feeling like I need to know what's happening or what's about to happen. There was a sense of urgency, an itch, a curiosity to see what was going on, to see what I was not allowing myself to see. So yeah, that's usually how we start the day, but nope, not today. I have no idea what's going on right now outside of this place in the world. No idea. But pushing through this fast from news caused me to wonder and ponder and figure out why this withdrawal was so intense and why it was even happening in the first place. Now, like I mentioned in this video, when I say the news, it can be a report on any current topic. My mom went to the store, she bought an apple today. That's news. But the news that gets the views is the news that is enticing to the viewers, the readers' attention. So the overall tone for the news that gets the views will set the overall tone for the entire news industry, or anyone reporting on the news that wants to have a chance at being successful in getting the views as well, because that tone is the tone that's working. I realize what this tone is, what the news uses to draw a viewer's attention, is controversy. And it's working extremely well. Do you remember reality TV? How about entertainment news? How about more recently when your favorite influencers get in a bickering match over something stupid on social media? It draws a ton of people's attention because controversy is entertainment. This controversy, this entertainment, drives people's emotions, drives your emotions up, down, all around. You're on this side, you're on that side. You think this is going to happen in the future. You think this isn't going to happen in the future. You form an opinion. It gets you indulged in the topic. You want to research it more. You end up investing your attention, your time, your emotions into this controversy that is being fed to you. Now, this entertainment, which is essentially fluctuations in emotions, otherwise it wouldn't be entertaining, becomes addictive. Right now, I'm like, I'm done. I want to relax, and I got my phone right here, and it's so tempting to me right now just to go on this thing and scroll through the YouTube feed, and then scroll through the news feed and just see what's going on, because as sick as that sounds, it's like entertainment almost. The news, it's like clickbait, it's like view bait. It's starting to make sense to me why the news is the way it is from all sides. But because we're doing this challenge, I have to find something else to do. Maybe I'll just relax and stare at the wall. The second thing I surprisingly realized was actually how much time I was wasting watching, reading, viewing any sort of news. I'm exporting a video right now and I have extra time to spare. It's like I have these moments of acute boredom, right? Where if I have some extra time, it's like I just want to pick up my phone and just check the headlines or check YouTube and look at some updates on people that I watch and see what's going on and different people's opinions. So I'm gonna just take this acute downtime and replace it with something else, either more productive, clean up this area. If I don't have anything else to do, maybe just something stupid like drawing, draw some pictures. Seriously, anything, so I don't get involved with another bad habit. This acute downtime that I frequently came in contact with was only very short, but the amount of time that I would watch the news for during this acute downtime expanded beyond that. So for instance, maybe 20 seconds of not being able to do something on the computer would lead me to actually indulging in 5 minutes of something news related. I started to use this downtime for more productive behavior, whether it be cleaning, organizing, planning, writing things down, all of these positive things that will benefit me in the future currently, rather than just wasting my attention span, getting off track with my focus. So I'm feeling kind of super out of touch with reality right now, but I don't care. Honestly, I feel like I have a very clear mind. I've been getting more work done than ever, honestly, and I've been filling my spare time, that short downtime, with chores like cleaning up, wiping this off, wiping this down. I feel like everything just is a lot cleaner, it looks a lot better, and not only on the outside, but also on the inside, I feel cleaner. There's no subconscious worry, there's no subconscious stress in the background. It seems like everything's fine outside. I've been to the store, I've been, to get the mail, I've been to the gym. Everything seems normal and fine. I guess I'm blessed enough to be in a part of the world where everything is pretty stable right now. But literally last week, it kind of felt like the world was just crumbling inside out. And I mean, it might be, it might not be, but from my perception right here, without viewing any media, any news media of any sorts, nothing feels wrong. The world is a big place. Now, unfortunately, bad things will happen right outside your door, my door, sometimes. However, because news currently over the past decades has gotten more and more controversial and has gotten more and more of a negative tone, all of this reporting on this controversy makes it seem like it's happening closer to you, to me, than it may be. Sometimes it does happen close by you or me, or even to you or me, but not always. For the most part, the sources of the controversy are all around the world, and they happen in acute time frames. However, the mere act of reporting on the news sometimes makes this controversy seem localized to you or me and drawn out longer than it actually is taking or took place. Also, if you are someone like myself who likes to get their news from a wide variety of sources and make your own opinion, then I realized that might actually be causing an illusion itself. This is because when you watch news from so many different sources, once again, one single event might subconsciously seem like so many multiple different events. So it has been a little over 7 days now, and well, I'm gonna look at the news for the first time right here with you guys. So I'm gonna actually look at YouTube, which essentially will be biased based on what I've looked at in the past. So whatever I was kind of looking at in the past, but still, you know, I looked at a whole wide variety of stuff. Just take my word for it. So YouTube it is. All right, there we go. Refresh the page here, the home page. I haven't been on this thing in a long time. Looks like a little bit of controversy here. Start of this video is it time to panic? See how it draws you in, draws your attention in? I mean, I have nothing against using titles like that because I think, you know, it should be a free space to do whatever you want. Like I've mentioned earlier in this video, what works, works. And what works is drawing in your attention via controversy, you know, stirring that emotion. It's like, yeah, weird. It's like literally all of the same stuff from about a week ago, honestly. You know, it is chance. There could have been something new, but honestly, it's literally all about the same stuff as a week ago. Just kind of extrapolating on those topics, honestly. Looks like a few other like smaller topics, you know, that aren't necessarily smaller but are treated like that, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. This is the only guy I should be watching right here. Jerry Michalik, probably one of my favorite YouTubers. Totally not news related though, that's just entertainment and education. Yeah, okay, well, you can see how it just draws you in, you know what I mean? It's just, it is addicting, like it clearly is. That is weird looking at all of that a week later, but kind of seeing that it is all kind of the same stuff. Just, I guess because nothing really new has happened in the last week, which is just a chance, obviously. Or maybe it just hasn't been worthy to cover for some reason. You know how it is. You guys know the game. Whole week streak just broken. Man, honestly, that's just exhausting, you know? Like, wasn't even nothing new. Like, seriously, it wasn't even anything new, and like, I'm already, like, it's still exhausting. So after completing this 7-day fast from the news, I was feeling more clear, more productive, more focused, and had a more positive overall outlook kind of on the world. I kind of felt like I was more back in time before the news really started to ramp up the controversy. Now, however, with that being said, there are some downsides to not watching the news. The first one is not being in the know. Now, if you're hanging out with people and they start talking about current topics, current events, then you might not be in the know and they might look at you as socially awkward, which in my opinion, who gives a crap? But the second point, in my opinion, might actually be important. And that is, by not watching or getting any source of news, you might not be prepared. Now, as someone who likes to be a little bit more prepared, if I completely stopped watching the news, whether the news actually be reporting on what's happening or the news being a driving force for what is about to happen. Because if everybody's watching the news and they hear of maybe a shortage of something or something like that, then more people will take action to get more of that, causing more of a shortage. Does that make sense? So whether it be one or the other or a combination of the both, being in the know, knowing what's going to happen or what's about to happen can help you get yourself, your family, prepared before it's too late. Now, a way around this might be already to be prepared in the first place so you don't have to worry, but then again, there are so many different topics of preparation. Sometimes it is good to be informed. So ultimately, by fasting from the news for an entire week, what is the conclusion I've come to, and what is the solution I have for myself to make a positive lifestyle change? Most importantly from this, I think the biggest takeaway, the biggest improvement in my lifestyle I can do relating to viewing, reading, etc. about the news is set a designated time to consuming news and keep that time limited. And when I do watch the news during this designated time frame, I will make the conscious effort to watch for informational purposes only, sifting through all of the BS, all of the controversy, and just pulling out the facts and then weighing them all in and forming my own opinion. But very importantly, because I do know the news will continue to use controversy and continue to sway emotions up and down, it might be inevitable to feel one way or the other. Because I now really know this, I am not going to watch the news or read the news or anything news related first thing in the morning or right before I go to bed. Because I am into health and wellness, I know that setting the tone for the day in the beginning with something negative is not good for an overall good day. Also, I know that watching something that could potentially be stressful or draw your emotions one way or the other right before you go to bed can negatively affect your sleep. Over this past week, I have noticed my sleep has significantly improved, and that is because I haven't been watching or reading any news before bed. Literally, it is just as simple as that. So when will I watch the news? It'll be right when I'm fully finished with my work for the day. I will check up on current events, the world, globally, locally, financially, etc., etc., anything important to me or anything that I might be interested in. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and thank you all so much for your positive support and feedback. I hope this video was entertaining, but also informative. Don't forget to subscribe and turn those notifications on. I'm going to be doing more 1-week challenges where I either do or don't do something for an entire week, and I will be reporting on that to you guys. I hope you all have a great day. Peace. I will see you all in the next video.